Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. Shout out to Lucario. Shout out to the supporters. Everybody on the Patreon / Bad Boy Show. Everybody on the other Patreon / Confidence Show. All the people who be checking out the live streams. Everybody who donates. Everybody who calls in. We really appreciate you guys. You keep the show going. You keep the game flowing. All right? Keep the show going. Keep the game flowing. I think that's a bar in there somewhere. But anyway, so what I want to talk about today is preparing yourself for a new reality, okay? Preparing yourself for a new reality. I've been trying to formulate this for a minute. And for those of you who own a copy of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, that's what the first chapter is about, right? It's about mindset. It's about understanding and thinking differently, right? But yeah, so preparing yourself for a new reality, kind of like when you start a new job, right? And you realize there are different things you have to do. Like you have to, take a different commute, right? Like for example, if you live in New York City and you take the train, you're gonna have to take the train to a different stop. You're gonna have to probably take a different train. You see what I'm saying? Usually you probably have to go downtown. Now you got to go uptown and you got to take a different train on the other side of town and so on and so forth. Like you may have a different dress code, right? You have different rules. You have it's a different building, so you got to go to a different floor, right? Now you sit in the back where before at your other job you used to sit in the front. The point of the matter is there's a new reality that you're preparing yourself for. You understand? And the thing with game and dealing with chicks and self-improvement in general is that a lot of times it's hard to accept certain things, right? So sometimes, you could get on a video and listen to something that Lucario said, listen to something that I said, and you may not believe it. It may sound crazy to you. It may sound like we're just hustling you to sell books or some shit like that, if you know what I'm talking about, right? We just spitting that dumb shit, right? But the thing is that a lot of times when you hear something and when you're trying to make a change in your life, when you're trying to improve, when you're trying to upgrade, what happens is it's hard for you to understand, or it's hard for you to accept the truth of something, right? Because there's a difference between understanding something because it sounds logical, but then there's understanding of the truth. And that understanding of the truth comes with experience. It comes with the wisdom of experience. So basically what I'm trying to say is until you experience it for yourself, you won't truly believe me. Do you understand what I'm saying? You'll understand it because it sounds logical. But you won't actually believe me until you've lived the reality of what I'm talking about. You won't think what I'm saying is actually true until you've lived the reality of what I'm talking about. And then you're able to actually experience the wisdom of what I've said through your own life experience. You see what I'm saying? So, but the point I'm trying to make is that when you're trying to improve, you have to understand that you're who you are right now. You're living the reality of yourself right now. You see what I'm saying? And for you to make a change, for you to improve, for you to upgrade, for you to step your game up, you have to make a change in that reality. You have to prepare your mind to live a different reality, right? So you have to think of yourself differently. You have to speak differently. You have to do different things. Like I said before, on a practical level, if you start a new job, you have to take a different train and you got to take it to a different stop. You may have to dress differently. You may your office is different. The equipment that you use during the day is different. The people that you talk to is different. If you get business cards from your job, those business cards are going to look different. Your title at the new job might be different. So everything about your reality has changed. But the reason why you got this new job is you're making more money, right? You're actually moving further along in your career. You're making improvements. But that required change, like practical changes in your reality. So it's the same thing when you're trying to step your game up and improve yourself and get in touch with your masculine identity and all those other things that we talk about. You have to start making practical changes in your reality, right? You have to prepare your mind for a different reality. I was gonna call this video "You Should Kill Yourself," and the reason I was playing around with that idea, but I was like, I don't want to put that in the title because YouTube might think this and that, whatever. But the point I'm trying to make with that is that you with your mindset, your mind controls your thoughts, controls your words and your actions, which leads into the life that you have. So the notion of killing yourself figuratively, not literally, obviously, but killing yourself figuratively is killing your mindset, changing your mind, right? Killing the old mindset, bringing in the new mindset. And then that will control your thoughts, your words, and then your actions. And then that will change and step up your reality, change your reality for the better, for where you're trying to get to. You see what I'm saying? So the two things I'm talking about, right, is if you want to actually make a change, you have to make practical changes, and then you have to prepare your mind for a different reality. And once you prepare your mind for a different reality, you start to experience new things. And then that's when you'll actually accept the truth in the game that you've learned. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, until you experience it for yourself, you may understand what I'm saying on a logical level, but you won't actually feel the truth of it until you've experienced it yourself. Because I could sit here and tell you true stories about, being with two women, gaming a bitch and fucking her on the same night. You see what I'm saying? I could tell you that, but you won't actually feel me. You can listen to me, you can hear me, but you won't feel me until it happens for you. You see what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, in order to make those things happen for you, you have to change a lot of things about you. So like I said before with the job, you have a different train stop. You might dress differently. You might do things differently. Start doing things differently. You understand what I'm saying? Start doing things differently. Still be you, but try to pick up habits that's going to lead you into where you're trying to be. So for example, if you're trying to get better at talking to women, you're gonna have to change your reality and talk to more women. You're gonna have to face face whatever you need to face and get through that difficulty of talking to more women, right? You're gonna have to maybe dress a little differently. Try to be a little bit more, shiny with your shit. Try to be a little bit more jiggy with your shit. A little bit more stylish. Whatever you want to call it. But the point is, you're gonna have to make some changes. You're going to have to, like I said, figuratively kill your old self and start new habits with your new self. Like it's still you. It's still you, but you're just upgrading. And then once you make those changes, those practical changes in the things that you think, say, and do, that's when your reality will begin to change. And that's when you can start to experience new things. And when you experience those new things, that's when you will start to actually feel the truth of the game that you're learning. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, shout out to Lucario. Shout out to all the supporters. Really appreciate y'all. You guys keep the show going so the game can keep flowing. I think I'm gonna hold on to that for a second if I can remember. But anyway, the truth is inside you, man. The truth is inside you. All right. So that's it. It's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Peace.